We're waiting for Dave to come in. I have to say, Dave, that was a very prompt entry into the... Dave's still just online at the moment. He's not even in perfect golf. Come on, wake up, man. I'll tell you what he's doing. He's hanging up his bloody jacket, isn't he?
No, I'm actually doing a bloody backup of Windows 10 on my main gaming machine.
Your timing is terrible then.
It was terrible, but what set me back was before I start the image backup, because I do a full image backup of Windows, so I can just get it back to exactly the same way no matter what. Doesn't matter what happens to the computer. And I restore quite often. It only takes 2 or 3 minutes. It's great. But because I upgraded to 2004, I thought I'll check disk cleanup and see if there's any rubbish install files that Windows has left on C drive. There were 30 gig of unneeded install files.
That's quite a lot.
Yeah, it is.
You're probably going to find that in the next day, next 24 hours, there's going to be 150 gig of unused files
Yeah,
as well.
Well, I wanted all the space I could get, Dave.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because tomorrow, at midnight, Andy, our flight simulator gets released, so I'll be getting up at midnight and starting the download, and then it'll be there in the morning, which would be great.
You sure it's midnight, Dave?
I've double checked, Dave, and the link I sent you shows it.
Yeah, well, it's just 1400 UTC, so is that midnight here, is it?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. You can
100%
Google
sure.
it if you don't believe me. It'll take 1 second.
No, that's all right.
Right.
Very tropical.
It is.
So we're in Spain, I'm guessing.
God knows where we are, but Cuenca de
sounds-
Palma, which sounds like Mallorca.
Ah. Is that part of Spain?
Yeah, one of the Balearic islands in the Mediterranean. It has that kind of look to it, set in the low mountains of Spain.
Yeah, I'm just picturing it being a overly priced, expensive tourist course.
Yeah.
£100 a round.
At least.
Yeah, and you have to have a caddy. You have to pay £50 as well. That sort of thing. In Thailand, a lot of the courses won't let you play unless you pay a caddy.
Yeah. Well, there's 2 very nice drives there. Shall we make it 3 on the trip?
Yeah, 2 nice ones.
Oh.
2 nice ones and mine.
Okay.
There's a gap. I think you got a gap.
There better be a gap. Oh, there is a beautiful gap. That's fantastic. Don't ask for more than that. Oh, baby.
I've got to say, whenever I've played Spyglass Hill before, it's always been just one round out of the 4, because it's usually part of the Pebble Beach Pro-Am tournament. So to actually play 4 rounds there is actually quite good, because it's not an easy course. That I think it's harder than Pebble Beach for sure.
Yeah. All right, here we go. It took a bit of teeing up. It didn't want to go where I wanted it to go. And now the ball hasn't gone where I wanted it to go. Well, this is a rough start.
It is a bit of a rough start. But you've got a nice 88-foot shot
That's all right.
available to you. 5-8. Oh, just too much. Look at that. Gone 19 yards. Well, if you hit the pitching wedge, you'd probably be on the money.
I did hit the pitching wedge.
Yeah, I wish I'd just. I wish I'd seen. I wish you'd gone first there, because I wouldn't have taken the 9-9 otherwise.
I think so. That finished there.
Yeah.
Good effort.
Hopefully safe.
This is quite reasonable. This. Well, after the mauling I received at your hands on Friday, Dave, I did have a little bit of a talk to myself and decided to do something I hadn't done for a week or two, and I went on to, a course and was just had to practice for about half an hour. Some of these shots that I was really just, just didn't have a clue of. And I then played around somewhere, and actually my short game was even worse. Tee to green was really good, but the short game was just rubbish.
And by the ends, though, were you happy?
I think so, yeah. Mentally, I'm happy. Whether it'll translate into a better scrambling stat, because the game I played with first pause round of Dave's, I was great tee to green, but as soon as I missed the green, I don't think I maybe got up and down 3 times or something. Oh, look at this! This is drivable.
I like this.
I like this kind of. Just gives you a little bit of. Oh, I like that line.
Perfect.
Lovely. Equal putt.
Oh, 47 feet. Yeah, it looks as though it's on the green, but it's not. This almost has a feel of a semi-municipal kind of course. So far, there's. Yeah. Oh, look at that. That had been 2 bounces onto the green. That really would have been outrageous. But it wasn't. Still a good hit, though.
Oh,
This is a
happy,
good
James.
bunch. Well, you played it pretty well, though, Dave.
It's about as good as I could do, I reckon.
How did you play that shot?
Just the 52 wedge. It's the 90-foot.
Right. Okay, 47. Well, I didn't think it was going to get anywhere near the hole.
That was nice.
Shot. This looks pretty straight, Dave, is it?
No, sir.
Oh, God. Is it? Is it? Not bad. We have a change the top of the leaderboard. Can you you probably remember where we played last week?
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what was the name of it? It was bad, whatever it was.
I know where it wasn't. It was because originally we were going to play at the Glen.
Oh, was it Devil's Island?
That's right.
Yes, it was. Yes. Yes, this is all together.
That's right. We played that skins game.
Yes, we did.
And just as well we did. And they've had a terrible time, even though all skins.
Oh, I just realised I've got the golden jacket. Because you remember? Yeah, I'd forgotten that I had it. I thought you had. One of you two had.
I wish.
It's still glittery. Oh. Tell you what, I think if you had easy pins on this course, because they did choose difficult ones, I think you'd have a real birdie fest out there. Come on, baby. Come on. Oh, no, I took the wrong club. I meant to take something else.
Well, you left yourself a walker.
Oh, God, 75 feet. It's really annoying that when you think, right, well, it's going to be, and in your case, it's either 91 or 105, and it ends up giving you the default club. You haven't checked. Oh.
Ooh. All right. No way 91's going to make it. Just no way. Unless... it's not going to make it. joining you, Andy, at the back of the green.
Take you at the 105.
I did. I tried to top down on it, but
I mean, look at it. You carried 108. God almighty. Well, this would be a good one to roll in the hole. Come on, keep going. Keep going. Ooh, it's not bad.
Pretty good, Andy.
nice.
I've got a feeling, I mean, there was a little bit of movement left and right on my putt, and I suspect it'll be the same with yours. But I suspect we're going to have one or two outrageous putts lengthwise hole tonight.
I can't believe how much that broke.
Yeah. Tell you what is, Dave, I notice you haven't played the tournament at PGLS on the Continental Tour, Paradise Island. I mean, that is it's a little bit like Paradise Island. It's pretty long and tight. Some of the holes are quite tricky driving, so it makes you think off the tee, and some of the holes, some of the greens are quite challenging as well.
Well, I'm planning to take it on.
It's not a great looking course, but I was sufficiently engrossed in it to take more than my usual care when I play the tournaments. Right. God. Ah.
And it's the 105, wasn't it?
That should tell you something. The heavy rough, you don't get much bounce out of it. Alas, the course bears some teeth. Oh, you same thing now.
6 inches.
I know.
Well, I'm going to learn nothing because I'm doing the 105 as well.
No, it'd be interesting to see where you Did you have a slight following breeze, Dave?
I did. I had a 6 or 7. Oh. We don't learn much, do we?
Well, this is the thing about the really short clubs. Down breeze, they might roll longer on landing, but they don't seem to fly any further.
No, you need to get up to the 146 club or higher before
Yeah.
it makes a difference.
It wasn't a bad shot, but it was made to look very ordinary by the swales. Well, what an innocuous little hole.
It's causing grief. Look at it. Wow. Try and not make.
Well, 2 out of 3. That's oh, what a shot!
Very nice.
What a shot! Well played, Dave. The master of the short game. Pity. Mind you, did tell me something about that putt. Ah!
Oh, lips too.
I thought it was in, but it wasn't.
It was.
Well, you wouldn't have thought there would have been a 2-shot swing after 2 shots there, but there was.
Baby little hole like that. Unbelievable.
Yeah.
And there was not even a bunker near it, really. Don't hit the tree. That tree, don't hit it. Shit.
Well, it is a par 5, so.
Yeah.
Come round. I thought it wasn't going to come at all there, but it wasn't a great shot, but I think it was about 95% there. I was conscious of not shoving him into the woods. That looks a better strike, I think.
Perfectly safe.
Yeah,
It's still a 5 though.
275.
Okay. Don't worry about the panic.
No, we're good here.
I know you're good.
No, it's a bit rough.
Oh, I thought I'd get a good shot and somehow in the rough.
I do not want to be in that bunker, but looks as though I am. Bugger. That was not where I wanted to be.
thought by now, Andy, you'd have learnt you need to use reverse psychology on golf balls. You can't plead with them.
Yeah, what I didn't want to do was end up with just crawling onto the front of the green.
And having another super wogger.
So I took a 5 wood to get within sort of 60, 70 yards, and look at me.
Well, this is an interesting shot. Pretty much. Only one shot I can see working. Give it a crack. What's the worst that can happen?
Well, you pin eye.
Awkward little up and down, but chance.
Well, given your track record on a previous hole, I'm not going to discount the hole being threatened. Meanwhile,
Better.
yeah. Oh, that's not bad.
Oh, it's another one of these little gnarly ones downhill to the pin.
Well, this is, to me, it's almost a carbon copy of what you had. It's slightly shorter.
Let's see what we can do.
I think you played it pretty well. Oh, Dave.
Nice touch.
I think you should start challenging yourself, Dave, by
I kind of have been.
by shutting your eyes and just relying totally on the feel. You know, to give us...
Are you referring back to that game I played with the monitor turned off? Nice. Very nice. Your man makes a move.
I'm just trying to get back in the game.
Oh no, look at that. That went way off.
To be honest, Andy, I've been kind of inspired by Slasser because his flopping was dreadful after he got his new mouse. He's turned it all around. I thought,
Oh yeah,
if he can do that, I'm going to try some new shots, and that's what I've been doing.
I was well impressed by the scrambling at Spyglass, Dave. Your short game is heaps better than mine.
It has picked up, absolutely.
Yeah.
Nope.
Well, the one thing I would say about this course, I'm a little worried that there's been some sort of a chemical spill because the colour of that water, I wouldn't drink it.
It's Mind you, just talking about chemical spills, those poor bloody sods in Mauritius having
Oh.
to go.
Yeah. It only took a few million years for it to get to that state, and then one oil tanker comes along and does that. Yeah. And no one will get in real trouble for it either. It's terrible.
Ah,
There's that fade, Andy, sneaking in.
that's not a good position. And where the pin is, I'm in a. It's a shocker. That's a nice shot if it bounces.
Oh,
Which
baby.
it has.
Warren, look at this. Oh,
It is definitely an oh baby, that one.
that
That was a
is.
ripper.
Right, well. So the idea is to bounce it just short of the bunker.
Yeah, that's right.
Right.
Use that tongue of rough on the bunker, Andy.
Yeah. Well, trouble is there's a 20% power loss for a 9-iron. Jesus Christ.
They're clearly up near 4, 5, 6 or something like that, surely.
Well, I've tried to go on, bounce over it. No. And that was a 6-iron I hit there as well. Hit it pretty well.
Yeah, it would have had to be one of your path shots for that one to bound on, Andy.
Yes. I must admit,
The infamous 14th, it'll live on for a while.
the,
We'll get some value out of it.
when I was playing that 14th after the first shot, I thought, where the hell's this going? It was almost going sideways to the screen. It was, I could see where the hell am I going? And then to actually have some kind of a shot, and I knew I hadn't hit it long enough on the first hit, but then when it hit the path, I thought, yes. When it got on the green, I thought, I might have an outside chance of making a par.
It was unbelievable. And
It was,
I
wasn't
played
it?
standard. I was on the green in 2 and 3 putters, so I dropped a bloody stroke on the thing. I couldn't believe it.
Happy with that.
Yeah. Light is an elusive character here. Another interesting little shot.
It's another one.
Now,
The man's charging at you, Dave.
Oh, a little bit of pressure on this one, but
oh, that was exciting, dude.
yeah. Not deliberately.
I wonder whether this is a course actually that as the more you get into the round, actually the more you find just some additional tricky little course assets coming into play.
I'm also wondering if it is real. I think it might be.
I'm sure it said fictional, but I think the name is real. I mean, he's maybe been to Spain, and because I'm sure this is that kind of semi Mediterranean type climate. Okay, right. Oh, you donkey, I've gone the other way now. Oh, maybe not. Come on, come on.
You have.
Wow.
Skill.
Right, where do you put this? Happy with that. Don't go too far.
Distance out. 82. Pretty good. That wasn't ideal.
I looked at the whether there was any reviews on this course, and the only sort of negative comment made by somebody, and I couldn't understand it, and he described the greens as being pretentious. And Dog sort of in the thread said, "What do you mean by pretentious?" Because I didn't know.
Yeah. And what was the answer to that? Was there one?
There was no answer because the poster of the comment never elucidated what he meant by pretentious.
It was a hit and run.
No, God knows.
I don't know what he means. They just seem like normal greens to me.
Oh my word!
Out of the rough, I'm pretty happy with that.
Yeah. Have you got this right? It is. Oh boy!
Come on, stop.
Well, that was dead unlucky to get that much right.
But I think you're going to be you're going to have an uphill putt.
Yeah, you can have a crack at it.
Oh.
That's
A little harsh. Oh, really?
Well, I went for it. I wasn't going to be short.
So a couple of weeks ago, Andy, I installed a program called Taskbar X. And what it does is make the taskbar completely transparent on Windows 10. So the icons are just sort of hanging there in the air, almost Apple-like. And Dave logged onto my computer to help me with the problem, and he hated Taskbar X straight away. And I decided today I also didn't like it anymore. So I went to uninstall it in the programs, uninstall, install. And I selected it and clicked uninstall, and Windows 10 said, you don't have enough privilege to uninstall it. And I was running in administrator mode, which is the highest privilege you can have in Windows.
Wow. So
what am I going to do now? Is this malware? Is this a virus? What is it? So I searched on the internet and there's nothing. And then I thought I'll just right click on properties of the bloody thing, which I did. And I thought I'll go to the folder where it's installed. Maybe there'll be an uninstall program. No. I always do that when I talk. So anyway, there was an uninstall program, and I go beauty, and I fire it up, and it goes options, configure or uninstall. So I select uninstall, and it crashes. So it's somehow elevated itself so I can't uninstall it using Windows, and its own uninstaller is broken.
Wow.
Well, luckily you have lots of ghosts of your machine, Dave.
I do.
Do you have one without it, though?
Yeah, and that's why I was busy re-imaging tonight. And I can get rid of it that way, but...
Oh!
Come on! This hole has cost me dear. Taskbar X has cost me more.
There you go.
I hate that program now.
Oh my God. Cost me as well.
Andy, when I putt, don't look.
Oh, Christ almighty. I mean, this just sums up what I'm doing at the moment. I'm just sort of clumsy in and around the greens.
Well, yeah, no, on Stimp 14, you don't get much sympathy from the game when you do that.
No. Bloody hell. 7!
As we've both
Christ,
found out. Well, suddenly, Dave, who's just quietly charging, have a look at him.
Well, they call me BP, the quiet achiever.
He was cannon fodder 4 holes ago, and look now.
Right, and I've gone backwards. That was a painful double bogey. That never in any trouble. No water, no out of bounds, just clumsiness.
Well,
Well, I can tell you one thing that I will be doing between now and Friday, Dave. I'll be locking myself in front of this bloody machine for at least an hour or two on the. It's a short game, which is just ruining scores for me.
oh, don't forget to dry clean Dave's golden jacket before you send it over, right?
Well, it's
Too early for that talk.
It is too. I do feel as though it's too early for it.
It is way too early. I know. Oh crap! I've chopped that down, but not enough. It's going to be semi-auger for sure. It's going to be full on.
I can sense an opportunity here.
I can sense an opportunity for a 3-putt.
All right, that's just. I'm so shell shocked after that. I'm taking extra care on this. Where's that? Oh, I think I've judged it better.
Well,
Oh, come on.
gee, it's harsh.
Oh, indeed.
You know what makes it worse? The greens look pretty flat, and yet the ball keeps doing things like that. Actually, The ball's on.
Maybe this is what the guy sort of said. I mean, to be honest, if I'd have taken just a bit more time, I would have realised it would have sloped off, but I didn't see that. Because I did sort of have a scout at F5,
Oh
but
no!
it wasn't a good enough scout.
I should have hit a full shot.
That was 8 inches uphill, Dave.
Yeah, no, I should have hit a full shot. I just thought the Stim 14, yeah, get it within 10 feet, I would have been happy. Happy now.
That's a better chip.
It's nice.
Beautiful chip, Andy. Fancy fly.
Good shot.
Well,
Yep, chance from that.
this one's pretty awful. They're pretty awful. I mean, I don't think I can. What?
Yeah, nice, Dave.
I'll show you
Right.
one, Dave.
Well, you're going to show me the line.
Oh yeah.
No, that's all right.
I don't think.
Oh, thank goodness for that. It's you to go first.
Inside left edge, Andy. There you go. Give you that for free.
All right. Well, I mean, Dave, you were 3 shots behind at one point, I think. Now you're 2 shots ahead. You're like a bloody metronome. You're just sort of
Yeah, Mr.
going ahead about your business. Meanwhile, both Dave and I are contriving to
No. As they
fritter
say in
the odd
Twitch,
shot
we're
away.
leading to our own destruction, Andy.
Yeah. Ah. That's a better line. Oh.
So just out of curiosity, Dave, have you ever heard of a program refusing to uninstall from the install uninstall control panel thing?
Not the way you've described it.
It literally says you don't have enough privileges.
Yeah. What you should do is try again, as in reinstall it, and then try and uninstall it. You know, you've got the ghost image to come back from.
Yeah. Oh no.
That's not where you want to be.
It's this pulling to the left again. It's just becoming a bane of my life. The further around I get, the more. In real life, it's the opposite. I start slicing more.
After tonight, you're never going to play perfect golf anyway. You're going to be full-on flight sim, man.
Well, there's a lot of people saying things like, I'll add other games to this engine seamlessly.
Well, they might. I heard bad news about it today through Harvey, apparently.
Yeah.
You reckon that apparently the MCG looks like a donut.
Oh,
They've actually done a really bad job with the Australian scenery. So.
no.
That's what I've heard. I don't know if there's any truth to it.
Well, I'll find that out on my first flight when I go from Moorabbin to Tullamarine.
Well, just look for the big donut.
Maybe 2. to 15% power loss.
So what's oh, I'll wait until you played the shot, then you can tell me.
I hit it.
So what do you reckon the new flight simulator is going to do that your old version or versions haven't been able to do?
Well, to start off with, it's a brand new graphics engine.
Right.
They're also pulling in basically Bing Maps data as well, so it's almost photorealistic.
It's
Right.
It's drawing in 2 petabytes of data, which is correct me if I'm wrong, Dave, is that 2,000 terabytes or 2 million terabytes?
I think it's 2,000 terabytes. Yeah. But even the install of the game is 150 gig.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a lot.
And the problem with all previous versions, they were all CPU bound. This is the first one that's used graphics cards correctly and taken advantage of the things they can do. It's just an order of magnitude better than any other flight sim that's ever been released.
Tell you what, that's a good approach shot, Dave. That couldn't have judged it any. I don't think it's possible to get it much closer than that without running the.
Not from that distance, no. That bunker makes it super awkward.
Oh, Jesus.
Right.
Again, I mean, I took a 9-9 there thinking I'd just be able to get onto the front of the green, and it didn't even go, even though I had a following breeze, it didn't go at least 146. Strange, that wind. I seem to have had a lot of chips so far.
The percentage of greens in regulations can be a little low, Andy.
Yeah. Stop.
Your scrambling stats should be okay.
Yeah, it's just the putting stat might be a bit.
It won't be great.
All we've got to do is sync this to get within 1. There.
It's a pretty decent effort. Good shot again. You guys give me very little to sort of feel any encouragement that I'm going to turn a 4-stroke deficit into a green jacket retention.
Not feeling much love or support there, Andy?
No, I think you're ganging up on me here.
Well, yeah, the glare of the golden jacket you're wearing is keeping us away a bit.
I feel as though you've got your hand on my right shoulder and Dave's got my hand on the left shoulder, and you're both trying to rip the bloody thing away.
Well, I'm drifting south as well, slowly. Dave's just playing.
Yes, you are. Oh yes, I forgot you were in trouble off the tee there.
Yeah, I was flying early. All gone south.
Yeah, decent tee shot.
Yep.
I've got to admit that water sounds more like a broken toilet than a creek.
But there's a fountain in there, I think, Dave.
Oh God! My game is like a broken bloody toilet at the moment. You just need to hit the green with that shot, and it would have. I was confident I was going to get up to the pin. Yeah, come and join me, Dave. Oh no! Yeah.
Anything I was scared that was going to go right, and it's gone so lost it. There's the fountain, Davis.
Is that Dave having a dip in the water at the moment?
Splashing about.
Just don't stop.
14 feet, but it may be pretty straight. Well, if this one goes in, the hole is suddenly going to clam up. Is it? It's no. Yeah, you could have done some serious damage there to our frail mental capacities.
Well, none of us can afford to miss any of these putts. All have to drop.
Didn't seem much movement in that, but you still needed to. Oh God, there's just a tiny little bit of. Oh!
Ooh. Nicely done.
If that had been hit any further, that was off to the races.
Whoa.
He's in trouble.
No, I'm just trying to open up the green.
Oh, it is a good angle actually. Oh, you bloody donkey. No, come on, come right, come right. Oh no, stop. Oh.
It really wanted to get there, didn't it?
Yeah.
I just went out on my balcony and I must have been able to see, I reckon, 12 to 14 people. And in 10 minutes, they're all going to be criminals because it's past curfew.
It'll be interesting to see in another 10 minutes' time whether those people have disappeared or whether they've been replaced by another group of poor souls wandering around.
Well, I've been taken by our death squads, Andy.
Well, nobody hit the fairway.
We're looking after the grass. Didn't even go close. Well, you went close.
I think it's a pretty sensible shot. Look at that.
That's a great shot from where you were. It was the best angle to come in from if you're going to be in the rough. My angle's dreadful. What am I going to do?
What have I done? What have I done? What have I done to deserve this?
All right, I've got a cunning plan for this. Fade in, maximum lofted, 91-yard club, 6% power loss.
Oh, what a... You're going to give Dave the line, I think.
I appreciate your help, Dave.
No worries. Just got to make sure you land it in that fairway before the green to take a little bit off it.
Oh, you cretin.
Chance. Oh,
No.
Oh, you.
It's good. No, it's not.
oh. A little respite there gives us a chance of saving. Oh, man, this putt is horrible. Really horrible.
Good putt, though. If yours is horrible, I'm not looking forward to mine. Oh, it's not bad at all.
Yeah, different angle. Well, we got out of jail there, Andy.
Mm. Well, you missed a fairway, but again, you're actually coming at it from the right side. Come on, baby. Yeah, that should be good.
Nicely. That.
Beautiful.
Oh, baby. 26 play.
When I saw it go off on the line, I thought, please don't start fading. Oh, you've done it again, Dave.
I've gone to my safe place. Oh,
You know, it's funny how your sort of shot, if you're going to miss, is probably 8 out of 10 on the left, and if I miss, it's 8 out of 10 on the right.
yeah. No, the sad irony is, it was only yesterday I was explaining to Dave how I'd solved the problem of pulling it to the left and it wasn't going to happen anymore. And I was quite believable at the time.
Well, I can recommend the isolation tank.
We're all in isolation tanks, Andy. What are you talking about? Oh, 14% power loss. 170's good. Now I have to do math. 16%. 15, 10, 27, 170. That's the club. Yep. Fine. Go.
That's a good line.
Great shot.
It is a great shot. Then that pin looks as though it's. Yeah. Oh man. Now I've hooked it a bit.
Perfect distance.
Yeah.
What a 0.22. 2.1.
Trouble is where that pin is. The ideal shot would have been on the green between where Dave is now and the pin. Like there would have been ideal, I think, or just to the right of it. Something needs to happen, Dave.
Something does, because we're running out of holes, Andy.
We are, and we're not looking as though we're grabbing this course by the scruff of its neck. Right.
Dave's just stubbornly getting par after par.
No, I'm going to be too hard. Better line. Oh, yeah!
Well, that's familiar.
It's a statement.
How significant will that be at the end of the day?
This is gnarly. Wow. Where do I price this? There? I don't know. Really? Randomly variable. Very difficult to work out. Oh, I didn't need that little bit more. Had it.
Oh! Jesus.
Oh, he's
Oh, could it be the death blow?
He's
Wow.
rock solid.
Big putt, Dave.
Oof. Could have slung so badly.
So do you think you'll get up at midnight and start the download, or will you wait?
No, there's no point. I'll just do it when I get up at 3 or whatever.
Well, I wouldn't like to play that shot with a hard breeze against. Oh, it's reachable for me.
It's definitely an eagle hole. That's where we've got to make our move, Andy.
Yeah. Oh.
Yep.
All right, let's put Dave in double bogey territory. So let's see if we can take advantage of that.
Was that a subliminal message, or was it a downright obvious message?
Pretty bloody obvious, I think.
Wasn't it? As subtle plans go, it was as subtle as one bordering.
it was brick quality, wasn't it? It involves turnips. Don't worry.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah. Apparently,
every chance of getting up and down from
words
there.
did not rattle him.
No. He just got down and let his clubs do the talking for him.
That's like a double bogey now.
Yeah.
We better just hit this. Better do a couple of O bogeys here, Andy. The only option. Do the first one, and do the second one. I've pulled it to the left. It's not too bad. Hard, maybe.
Can't believe you hit the 5 wood. 240. No, you couldn't have done. All right. Come on, breeze. No, it's okay, but
Is it?
not quite what I was after. We've got it surrounded here.
Our golf courses here, Andy, are using pins that are only 8 inches tall.
Using pins?
Yep.
Why is that? Oh, so that you're not...
So you're not encouraged to touch the flag and pull it out or anything like that. You're just meant to never touch it. A lovely shot.
Very nice.
It's hot.
I want to sink this.
Is it? Oh!
Oh!
He's doing the leg cock.
Gotta love the leg.
The other day, well, I don't know what round it was I was playing, but I went into the kitchen for 10 minutes to help out. And when I came back, the man was doing like a gymnastics move on the parallel bars.
It's funny. The longer you leave him, the more likely he is to do it. One day.
Well, it was too much to expect the bogey from there. I think we'll just be satisfied with pegging him back another shot. Oh, I like that. It's right down the middle.
Yes.
I'm charging. I'm charging. I
You-
don't know where I'm charging to, but I definitely feel as though I'm charging.
That's 2 down the middle. Long hole.
Three down the middle.
Tough pin.
It is a tough pin.
Well, easy fairway, so tough pin sounds fair. He won 195 pop. Oh, if the wind's 6 mile an hour, it's going to make it. If it's higher than that, it's not. Now it's 8. Oh, is it enough? Soon find out. It's just right if I aimed it correctly.
Could this be the death blow? It's looking bloody good.
Come on.
Oh,
Oh.
The closer we get to the finish, more drawing is going to be a death blow.
no. Tried to draw it in. I don't think I had the right club anyway. Well, this could be a death blow if this goes in.
I think it would be.
Oh, man. I'm going to putt it and I shouldn't. It's 61% power loss. I don't know what to do. Go on. Ah.
Well,
A little bit of wiggle on that one.
firmly struck.
Mm.
Yeah, that,
It started turning left early and then it came back.
It was very concerning, trust me.
In the end, no harm, no foul.
55. Stay there, baby. Ah. Ah.
Really need an O baby. Just got to get one.
Yeah, I don't feel as though I've had a long putt, a couple of birdies on par fives, and an absolute mess of a relatively easy par five. It has not given up easy birdies with these conditions and these pins.
No, I mean, it doesn't look hard at face value, but it's playing hard.
I think Dave took the 8 iron.
Certainly did, Ollie.
Solid shot.
Yeah. Yeah. We literally have it surrounded from all directions this time.
It's a flux capacitor. Nice shot, Dave.
That's a nice noun to throw into the conversation when you least expected a flux capacitor. Oh,
Go what?
oh man, I'm putting along a bloody ridge here.
They're the worst.
It's horrible. Right, okay. You didn't move him much, so I can assume it's. Oh, you dollied it. Oh, just a little bit harder.
Yeah, it would have held its line for sure.
Yeah. But it's another hole out the road for you, Dave.
Yep. We're running out of holes, Andy.
We're running out of holes. But none of us know what's in store for the next 3 holes.
No.
That's the beauty of playing a course that you haven't, or can't, I certainly can't recall playing this course before.
No. And here's an eagle par 5.
think I've done the first bit right.
You have. It's got to be in range. Easily.
Yeah. 206.
Yeah. Right.
It's a good distance. I'd rather it was 96. Two out of two.
Expecting 3 out of 3, to be honest.
I've got every confidence.
Yep. 3 out of 3. Now it's all going to come down to who can get down in 2 from here. Look at this.
Yeah.
Fantastic
It's
setup. All right. You want me to send the benchmark? I will.
bench it.
I'll bench it. What about that, baby?
Is it going to be? Who's going to hit the first oh baby of the night?
Been waiting for the wind to get a little bit worse. There it is. That's what I wanted.
It's not bad. If it gets a bounce,
That's a putt.
it is a putt. Oh, that looks
No way I thought the 195 was
right
enough.
on it.
It's looking pretty good now.
Come on.
It's looking.
Oh.
Oh, wow.
It's
It's
under
not
the
my
hole.
baby, but it's nice.
It's
The 204 club is absolutely perfect if you wait for the right wind, but I don't think any of us have it.
No.
Does Andy have it?
I do. Oh, I had it. But
Not perfect
it's
now.
got off in my hands. It's not a great shot.
No.
Shit.
Shit indeed.
Bollocks. Where am I going? Where's the pin?
Thanks, Dave.
Oh, I like that.
Nice.
Well, you panic when it came time to have the shot. Very nice. I'll go in. Please go in.
Oh no, Dave.
No.
Get me.
You certainly went for it. I mean,
I did go for it.
oh, great
Nice
putt.
putt.
That's standard.
That's
It's a birdie.
great.
Oh. bit exuberant. What the fuck was that? Whoa. Oh no.
Oh, Dave. Well, thank you very much.
Wow, that was a fucking disaster.
Oh, hey, we're breathing. Do you feel a hot
Yes.
breath on your neck, Dave?
Hey.
What a finish. So, what happens, Andy, if me and Dave
I keep it. I keep it.
if me and Dave draw, you keep it?
Uh,
No,
oh, yeah.
if
Well,
you and me draw, Dave, then we share it for the week.
We share it.
Yeah,
But if
Yeah.
anyone draws with Andy, he keeps it.
correct.
Yeah, that sounds right. Yeah. So we get
Wow.
half a jacket each. I can live with that, Dave.
Oh, God. Okay, right. I've got a plan. I think I'm quite pleased with that. I'm very pleased with it. That's on the fairway. That's yeah. It's maybe 10 yards closer than I wanted to, but I've got the line. I've got the approach. It's down the middle, I think. Just drifting off. It's fine.
Yeah, and I hit a 3-wood, so I've got a full shot.
Yeah. I was tempted to hit the 3-wood.
I would have bet money Dave's hit a 3-wood here.
You'd be in the money if you did, Dave.
Well, we shall see and see whose whose core strategy is
That's right.
best.
We will. I like Dave's shot. I wish I had his distance exactly.
Looks a shoe in for the 91 club. Oh, it is.
Oh, it's a death blow.
Baby.
Death blow. Wow.
Just-
No, it could be a 3-putt there from there for me, though.
Wow. Right. Oh, I see what I have to do.
That's it. Oh, it's not bad, but I don't think you. I think Dave's approach just caught the slight upslope. Oh, 56.
I'm assuming that's fairway, Andy.
Yeah.
It should bite then. Oh, look at this. Where's the bite? No bite.
It's not bad, but
Yeah, because you chop down on it, there's not much you can do. Yes. Wow, this is interesting. Actually, this is not bad.
does it have potential?
It does.
Unfortunately, I think I'm going to show Dave the line with my putt as well, more so than yours.
Oh.
Oh.
Dude.
I was never going to miss that by more than an inch or two. I could see it.
Come on, come on, come on!
Nice effort.
Yeah,
Yeah, what a huge putt that was, Dave.
Oh,
was.
I had to steady the ship.
Yeah, and that's given you a huge bonus gun of the last hole. Fantastic.
Oh,
What? It's in the middle?
yeah.
Now it's in the middle.
Now, Andy, I don't know if Dave sent you an email during the week, but he was supposed to send you a link to our Thursday night game.
Oh, no, I have not.
And there's one particular hole that you need to watch.
Okay.
So I'll send you the email with the link and the time mark to go to. And just watch just watch that one hole.
Okay, will do. I'm intrigued now. I'm so intrigued that I tried to hit your tee shot for you today.
That's
Oh, that's the mayor's office.
It is.
We're going to need more than trash talk at this stage, Andy. One of us is going to have to get an eagle.
Don't go off the fairway, whatever you do. No, I haven't.
It's perfect.
Well, I know I'm tempting fate, but I haven't had any Hindenburgs tonight.
Yeah, that's the right time to mention that, Andy. Well, my pulling to the left is going fabulously tonight.
The only saving grace is you have opened up the pin, so just needed it straight, and you should be able to get enough club on it to get there.
Well playing. Also, faded 7-wood. It's too much. Maybe it wasn't.
It's faded, but it's
Wrong, but it was just too much. Hard to chop down on those bloody things.
looks like the shot that sealed the jacket.
It's the shot of a jacket owner.
I'm taking off the jacket cover. Beaten by the better player on the night.
And coming from last as well.
Oh God, that's awful.
Well,
It just sums up the bloody game, doesn't it? Yeah, one of the things that I postulated a long time ago, but I've never actually tried it out. I've got a feeling that with our razor settings, I am sure that some settings help us with different club sets. So, for example, with the longer shots, I find it much easier to fade the ball, but with the shorter shots, I find it much easier to draw the thing. So my theory is that some people just change their sensitivities depending on the shot they've got to play.
Sounds like so much work.
Well, it does, but if you think about, for example, S. Jude, maybe that was something that he actively did. Because if you notice, my short irons, they generally tend to draw, and my longer irons tend to bloody fade.
Yeah, well, all my clubs just draw, so I don't have that same correlation. I never fade. I might do the occasional hand grenade, which goes right, but I never fade. They're always hooks. That's a. Ooh.
Well, that's not a great shot, but it is what it is. Go on, put us out of our misery. Put the final nail in the coffin, Dave.
Right. Shall do.
Go on. Go on.
Oh, just hit the
Go on.
fucking thing. Go.
No.
Well, at least I didn't drop a stroke on the last, so that was
It's unlikely.
relatively pleasing.
It's unlikely you'll three putt from there, Andy. We're about to crown a new champion.
And a new champion. Oh God, that means. And I haven't got any jackets in my wardrobe. Jacketless. So we have three different winners, three different holders of the jackets, and I'm not one of them. What's going on?
And it's curious, Andy. You thought you were playing badly on the back nine. You had the best score.
Yeah.
Oh
Well.
my God, that front nine! I really made a charge for the tail of the field.
Yes, you did.
Whereas Andy just did it in one hole, the seventh.
Stats.
But
Oh, look at that. Now it's in the
34,
gap.
35. He was just too solid.
Yeah.
Didn't do much wrong. One bogey early, that was it.
Wow.
Shake it at the end, but there, good enough.
Wow, look at those stand saves and scrambling. They're very impressive.
Yeah. Wow.
It was a fun game, guys. Thank you.
But here's the thing. I hit the most fairways and I hit the worst greens in regulation.